This lesson is part of the TI-Nspire CAS Technology student course. In this lesson, we will learn how to create and use user-defined functions. A user-defined function, or UDF for short, is a custom-made command that can be stored in the TI-Nspire and can be used in any document. UDFs can be particularly useful for assessment tasks, including examinations, as they can reduce the number of keystrokes and save you more time. Consider the formula for the distance between 2 points. We would use many keystrokes to enter into our TI-Nspire. We're able to define a function and store it in the TI-Nspire for future use to reduce the number of keystrokes. To create a user-defined function, we first press Menu, select Actions, then navigate to Library, and select the last option, Define libhub. By selecting this option, we enable whatever we define to appear in the catalog as it says there on the screen, Show in Catalog. We'll call our distance function dist. For the distance formula, we need 4 values: x1, y1, x2, y2. When entering in the inputs, we need to separate each input with a comma. Now we can type in our formula. So we have the square root of x2 minus x1 all squared plus y2 minus y1 all squared. This is a nice and simple UDF. We can make something a bit more complex that can calculate a few things in one line. The gradient formula also uses the same inputs x1, y1, x2, y2. We'll create another UDF that calculates the distance and the gradient in one command. Once again, to create a UDF, we need to press Menu, select Actions, select Library, and then define libhub. We'll call this function info. And have the same inputs as x1, y1, and x2, y2. To perform multiple calculations, we'll use a matrix, which can be inserted via the template button. For this example, we'll use a 2x2 matrix highlighted there in blue. In the first cell, we'll type in the word gradient. And then to the right of that, we'll type in the gradient formula, which is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. In the second row, we'll enter in the word distance, and to the right of that, we'll enter in our distance formula. We can test the function by using it, and we can access it by pressing the var button on our TI-Nspire. And there we see our 2 functions that we've defined so far. So we'll select our info, and we can enter in our two coordinates. We'll just pick 2 points, 1, 2, and 3, 4. And we can press enter, and we can see straight away that for the points 1, 2, and 3, 4, it's calculated the gradient and the distance for those 2 points. To make these functions UDFs, we need to save our documents in the mylib folder. To save your document, we can press Doc, select File, Save As. Now we need to select the mylib folder. We'll call our file linear. When saving a UDF file, you cannot have spaces in the name of the file. Once we've saved our file, we need to press Doc and then select Refresh Libraries to update our library. Let's now open up a brand new document. Once we've saved our file and refreshed our library, we can use those UDFs in any documents. To access them, we press the catalog button located underneath the delete button and press 6 on our keypad to take us to the public library. All of our files that are saved in your mylib folder will appear here. If we navigate to our linear file, we see that our UDFs are here. There's our distance UDF and our info UDF. We'll use the info UDF. All we need to do is enter in our inputs, x1, y1. And again, we separate them with a comma. And then x2, y2. And again, separating these with a comma. That's all for this session. Be sure to check out the other videos in this course.